I'm live. Hey guys, what's going on? Coach Kylie here at PT Squared. I'm accompanied by Coach Lacey today. We have a beginner HIIT workout for you here at PT Squared. We call it body splits, and that just means it's going to be a full body workout. We're going to include some cardio, some strength training, and it's going to be at a more beginner level today. However, I'm still going to offer modifications, and Coach Lacey is going to show you, even though the moves are a little more simple, how you can still get a killer workout. So we're going to start with our warm-up. We have 10 exercises that we're going to go through 2 times at 45 seconds of working out, 15-second break. Believe me, 45 seconds is going to feel like a long time. And then we'll go through at 30 seconds on, 10-second break. All in all, it'll be just under 30 minutes of workout. So let's go ahead and get warmed up. You're going to start with some forward folds, one leg at a time. Flex your foot, hinge forward, and stretch right on the hamstring, the back of the leg. You never want to hold a stretch for too long before a workout, so this is what we are going to do, just back and forth right now. And then we'll take side lunge, side to side. So dig through the heel and sit your hips back. You don't want your knee coming forward, you want booty back, stretch right here. And then we're going to switch, chest lifted, and taking full deep breaths. Sending some oxygen to those muscles that are getting ready to work hard. Next, Lacey's going to hit alternating quad pull. I'm going to hit butt kick and chest opener. This is a good modification if you're still not quite able to reach your foot. Maybe your quads are feeling a little tight today. This is a good way to just get them warm. Otherwise, you can hold your foot for just a half second at a time. Good, and then you're going to take knee to opposite elbows. Take a second, get coordinated, and then boom. Side to side you go. Occasionally, when I first started doing fitness, I always tried to take my same knee to elbow. It took me a second to get that one coordinated. And then you're going to plant your feet and take torso twists. This is to warm up the back a little bit. And you choose how far you twist. You might be right here right now, that's okay. You might be twisting a little bit more. Again, it's your warm-up, your workout. Make it work for you. Overhead reaches comes next. You're stretching out the whole side, maybe even the hip, and just going side to side with it. This is a really nice one, especially if it's been a rainy day or it's still morning, you're still kind of tired. You just need to reach and wake up. Both fingers up to the sky. Stretch out the abs. Exhale, pull that stretch down. Do that again, inhale up. Exhale, pull it down. We're going to start to get busy here. Big arm circles forward. Warm up the shoulders, warm up the rotator cuff, do the best you can with this one. You set that pace. And then big arm circles backward. I'm using a very short, right? Short? Very short, right on front of my shoulders is what I was getting.
That is a technical term.
Short on my shoulders. Next, we're going to hit some squats to warm up. So, again, sit the booty back, knees behind the toes, and it comes to the top. It's like you're pretending you're getting ready to sit, and last minute you're like, nope, not going to do it. Now, to modify it, you'll notice that I can just go less range of motion on this. Lacey will go a little bit lower. Keep taking those slow. Make sure your toes can wiggle and your chest is lifted. It should not hurt your knees. If it does, look down. Make sure you can see your toes the whole time. Get a couple more of those. And then last but not least, jog in place. So if you're modifying, you might be taking the impact out of this altogether in terms of you're not jumping up at all and you're marching while you move your arms, or you might do a little shuffle. Again, it's whatever works for you. Start to get that heart rate up. Woo! That's all it took for me. Big breath. We're there. Heart rate getting up. Yeah. So this first section, we're just going to demonstrate before each workout so it's fresh in your mind. So we're going to go 40 seconds. 45 seconds of fast feet. So I'm just going to make it a little bit lighter, a little bit slower. This is going to go a little faster. That is all it is. It's not complex, but it's not easy. Do your best. Get that heart rate up. 45 seconds here in 3, 2, 1. So again, to modify, I'm just a little bit lighter on my feet, a little bit of a slower pace. We both have a tight core. We're both going as fast as we can. You should, by the end of this first one, notice that your breath is speeding up, your heart rate's getting high. So don't shy away from that. Steer right into it. It's not always the most pleasant feeling, especially if you're kind of new to exercise, but believe me, afterward, we're gonna feel great. So stick with me here for 15 seconds. Even modifying, I feel my quads everything heating up. Remember, you can always take it even slower if you need to. Not if you want to, if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Next, we're doing that squat, but we're adding a reach. I'm gonna go a little bit slower, she's gonna go a little bit faster. We still have 8 seconds here. This is our break time. A little dance break, whatever you need. 3, 2, 1. I'll turn sideways so you look at that form, squat, and reach. So I'm just slowing it down, separating those movements a little bit, going down to my heels, up onto my toes. You'll notice this is probably going double time of my pace. That's something you can do if you're really familiar with the squat movement and the reach movement. You don't have to slow it down necessarily to get used to it, and you can pick it up. You choose how low you go. Notice you might not be going very low at all. You might go a couple inches just to make sure you're getting that squat form right, that it feels okay for your knees. That's fine by me. That's why I'm here. Coach Lacey, how you feeling? Out of breath. Good. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. This next one's fun. Woo. We got skaters. Coach Lacey's going to be jumping side to side. I'm going to be doing the same thing, but taking that jump out of it again. Low impact option. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So I'm just tapping my feet slightly side to side. I still got my arms moving. And all in all, we're probably going at a similar pace. You can go a little bit faster, but adding that jump in, that's just going to take your breath away, really work those muscles. Keeping a steady pace, however, over here, don't get that heart rate up and keep it up as well. Find that pace that works for you and stick with it. These 45-second rounds, I told you, they're going to feel a lot longer than 45 seconds. They feel like 2 minutes at least when you're working out. 10 seconds here. Keep that chest lifted. Keep on breathing. I'm sure I don't have to tell you to do that, but do it anyway. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're going to slow that pace down and get to the ground for push-ups. Before we do that, Lacey on her toes, eye on my knees. There's a third option. If you have a countertop that you can lean yourself up against, even a wall, you can do this from the wall, or a countertop, or another elevated surface like stairs. So find that in your house if you need that option. Otherwise, drop your knees, find something soft to drop them on. Here we go, push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Now, 45 seconds of push-ups is a long time. So make sure that you're pacing yourself. You can always hang out here if you need a second. You can take a down dog if you need a second. And then just keep thinking, I can do 1 more. Don't let your neck fall down before you. Let it stick right in line with your body. Elbows go back at a slight angle. And if you're on your knees, you're rolled up off of your kneecap. Pull that core in tight toward your stomach. This is not easy, guys. Maybe your heart rate's even higher on this one. Inhale down, exhale up. Maybe 1 more. Inhale down, exhale up, and break right there. Nice job. Moving on, back to our feet. Maybe slide that mat away if you're working with that. Sumo squats. Forget what I just told you about sticking your hips back. Because on this one, 3, 2, 1, you sink straight down. Hips stay tucked right under your shoulders. Pulse 3, and then lift. So pulse 2, 3, lift. Again, Lacey going at a faster pace. And just be careful that you don't have the hips tucked back. Keep the chest lifted. Knees go straight out to the side. That's the only movement. And then straight back up. Nothing else moves. Keep the core tight. Dig through those heels. So if your feet are in too close and your knees are going over the toes, widen that stance. You're going to notice a good stretch in the hips here. That's good, but don't let it pull your knees in. Open up those hips. Adjust that range of motion if you need to. We got 3, 2, 1. Break right there. Shake out your legs. Plank jack is next. She's going to jump. I'm going to step. Your other option, standing jumping jack if you need to avoid that plank. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. So nice flat back in plank position. You can tap 1 foot side to side for that lower impact option. Or once again, you can be up at the top doing jumping jacks or step jack. Those are 2 other ways if you need to avoid that plank. You can elevate your surface. Guys, there's so many options. Find what works for you. Make it count. Give it your all. I don't want you to feel like there's any exercise today that you can't do, that we can always find a way. Woo. Choose a nice, steady pace that's going to get your heart rate up, get you feeling challenged. That's what we want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Woo. Yes. High knees. Heck yeah. So this one is what it's called. You get your knees high, whether you're stepping or jumping, doing a little bit of both. Let's get them up. 3, 2, 1. Modification. You can still set a pretty fast pace. Have your arms moving. You may choose to pull the knees in, something like that. You may choose to go a little slower for now. Again, you know what challenges you. You know what it feels like to break a little sweat, be a little out of breath. That's where you should be right about now. I'm feeling the sweat just right here on my hairline. If you're wondering where specifically I started to sweat. Woo! I might even do one of these numbers. Rolling the sleeves up, you guys. It's getting serious. It's serious. It's so serious. Less than 10 seconds. Come on. Getting them up. Pump those arms. Nice job. Millisecond on the ground for Coach Lacey. Boom, 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 and break. Woo! We get 3 exercises on our back, not cardio. Yeah! Starting with crunches. Keep your back glued to the mat. So pull that belly in so there's no arch in the back. Go straight up in the ceiling, not forward. Just want to protect your neck. Shoulder blades lift. Work those abs. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Crunch up. Lower down. Up and lower. The temptation here is to do this and hold on to your head, chin tucked to the chest, and pull yourself forward with your hands. But believe me, I've had neck problems. You don't want to pull on your neck like that. So take 3 fingers, lightly tap behind the ears, look straight up and pull up with your abs. Neck is just along for the ride. You can reach up with your fingertips, whatever keeps you from grabbing that head, and just keep it going. Get those shoulder blades lifted as high as they'll go. If you're modifying, you might take an extra rest at the bottom. I imagine Coach Lacey is cranking out lots of crunches right now. Break right there. Moving on to bridge. So we're going to stay in this exact position. Maybe scoot your feet out a little bit. Ultimately, you're going to dig through your heels, squeeze your glutes, lift to the top, and repeat. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Dig through the heels, squeeze, drop, lower. What you don't want is your feet too close to your body. You want at least a right angle in your knee or more. Otherwise, you're going to put too much pressure on your knees and not work the glutes enough. So if you feel pain in your knees and nothing in your glutes, readjust, scoot your legs out further. And your toes can even lift on this if you wanted, because again, you're digging through the heels. Good. Squeeze the glutes together. When you come down, relax. Lift just as high as you can without overextending those hips. And then relax it back down. Back is strong, but not straining. This will strengthen your back, but shouldn't hurt it. And break right there. Woo! Last one here, we're back on our feet. Lift your knees up to a 90-degree angle. We got heel drops. Coach Lacey, 2 legs at a time. Coach Kylie, 1 leg at a time. Here we go. So you're going to extend and tap the leg down, all while keeping your back glued to the mat. You may need to hover your leg above the ground a little bit, and maybe not even get all the way to the ground. That's just part of training the core. You don't want that back to arch up off the mat, so you're going to do what you can to avoid it. However, if you can get that heels to the ground without arching the back, keeping the core tight, then go all the way down, extend even further, maybe add 2 legs. Play around with it, figure out which option you need, and then do it while breathing. Odds are, when you're doing an exercise like this, you want to hold your breath. Big breath, 1 more, and break right there. Woo! We've made it through round 1. Yay! Just 1 more round with that timing. So let's go ahead and get to our feet. We're starting on fast feet. Now's a great time for water if you need it. Hit pause, take a second, join us when you're ready. Fast feet, ready to go? Ready? 3, 2, 1. So you're on your toes really the whole time. Your heels should not touch the ground with this one. You are light on the feet. Think about only letting each foot be on the ground for a split second. I always tell people, if you have the ability to go to that childlike state of mind for a second, imagine that the ground is lava. Play that game that you probably played when you were a kid, jumping from furniture to furniture, although now you're on the lava, you just kind of go, go, go. I know for me, Lacey, you can agree or disagree, but I really feel this in my hamstrings. Yep, right outside my leg. All right, 9 seconds. Come on, you can do it. Stick with it. I know this is one of those harder ones. This is mental. Push yourself a little bit harder. You can probably go a little faster. And break. Yeah. Yeah. Squat reachers next. Focus on that good squat form. We got 8 seconds here. Heck, and take my own advice. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Squat and reach. Side angle. Booty back. Reach it up. Good. And I say that because what we see a lot on squats is this. The knees doing all the work and the hips actually kind of tucking forward. You want to actually tuck the hips back and put everything backward. That's going to protect your knees from hurting, taking too much load in this exercise. Again, if you're not sure, look, make sure that your knees aren't blocking your own view of your toes. That's a good way to self-check. 10 seconds to go. Get low, get high. Good. You choose that range of motion. 3, 2, 1. Great. Skaters are next. So again, this one got its name because it kind of looks like you're skating on ice. Maybe. I'm not a skater. I'm not a skater. I think I've watched enough Olympics to know that's where it's got its name, but not a strong point. Here we go. I know. I used to, I had ice skates when I was a kid. And I would go skate on creeks, which is not the best idea ever. They were shallow, but still, ugh. All that to say, my expertise is non-existent on skating. I'll stick with workouts. Nice job, guys. Again, 45-second round is long, but everything we're doing now, we only have to do it again at 30 seconds. So, believe me, you're gonna like that a lot better. This is 30 seconds, we'll be done with this exercise. Good, core nice and tight. So you're pulling that belly in. Let it support you. 5 seconds, let's go, let's go. Good, Lacey, picking up that speed. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. That was great. What do we got? More cardio? Push-ups. Hey. Why was I so excited about that? I don't know. Knees, toes, wall if you need it. 3, 2, 1. So again, if you need to, elevate that surface. Elbows go back. Keep that body nice and flat. Make sure that your body comes with you on the push-up. Sometimes we like to just bring our chest down and up like this, but you want the hips, everything coming down with you. If you're just now kind of adding that in, you're probably mad at me because you're going to notice it is significantly harder. To that I say, sorry, not sorry, you'll get there. Woo! Even if it's just 2 push-ups at a time and then taking a break, you will get there. Just keep doing it with that good form. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 5 seconds for you guys. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Great. Jello arms? Yes. Good. 3 sumo pulls and stand. So again, this is the one where everything I've said about booty back doesn't apply because our feet are out wide. Our knees are taken care of. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Knees go straight out and straight in. I did not pulse, did I? 3, 2, 1. Lift. So pulsing is something that is definitely going to add a good variety, a good challenge to any workout you do. Push-ups, squats, sumo, anything. So you'll see it in classes. Typically we sprinkle it into at least 1 or 2 exercises just for some good variety. That's how I like to say it at least. Okay, get as low as you can, come to the top. You're probably feeling this right on top of your legs in the quads, and maybe even a little bit in the inner thighs. Again, you want those knees to open up. You want to stretch in the hips. Right there. Whew. Plank jack, jump jack, step, jump, whatever works for you. This is one where I think I've given you 4 different options. There's a lot of ways you can do it. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Coach Kylie, Team Kylie, however you want to say it, tapping it out. Coach Lacey, jumping in and out with each one. The temptation here is to let your hips go high, kind of like a down dog, so it makes it easier on your shoulders. If that's happening, take a look. Shift your shoulders right over your wrists and make sure your hips are low so that someone can hypothetically put a plate on your back and it's not going to slide off. And again, friendly reminder to breathe. Easy to hold your breath. 10 seconds. You guys can do this. Let's go, let's go. We got 3. Stay up. 2, 1, and I believe come to the top, right? Yes. Yes, we got high knees next. 10-second break here. Always use those breaks to catch your breath. Get some water if you need it. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Low impact. Drive those knees up. Get the arms pumping. Or, again, your team, Lacey, you want to think, I'm only on the ground for a second each, less than that. Good. Full deep breaths. Core nice and tight. Those legs are going to get tired. You're going to want to get low. Keep driving up. Even if you got to slow down a little bit, keep getting those knees up to the top, going as fast as you can. Good. 15 seconds. Shoulders relax. That's a silly thing to say, but I can see you shrugging them up on this one. 5 seconds, you guys. Come on, you can do it. Get them up. You got 3, 2, 1. Woo. Done. All right. I believe now we're on the ground for those 3 core exercises. Crunch, bridge, and heel drop. Starting with that crunch. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Shoulder blades lift, neck. I'm looking straight at the ceiling, maybe even a little bit behind me. You can lightly touch behind your neck. Just don't grab it. Good. Think exhale up, inhale down. Nice, you guys. And again, that time at the bottom is yours. If you need a second, hype yourself up. Keep cranking out those reps. You take it. I want to make sure I got the time accurate. So we'll be checking that every now and again. Good. Get those shoulder blades up as high as you can. We're getting close to the end. You can get them up even higher. For 3, 2, 1. Great. I don't know why I rolled to the top, because we're going to stay right down there and do bridges next. Again, good right angle. It sounds like a broken record. This is important. Soak it in. Don't zone me out. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Up and squeeze. Lower, you can relax. Or if you're Coach Lacey, I actually imagine just kind of tapping down and cranking them out back to back. Am I right? Yes. Perfect. Nice, guys. After this one, we just have one more of that 45-second round. And then we have a zippy 30-second round. Believe me, it's going to fly by in comparison to the last 2 rounds we just did. Nice. Keep on breathing. I'm watching that time. We're not going to go a second over. 9 seconds. Let's go, glutes. You can do it. 3, 2, and 1. Great. Last but not least, legs come up. Pull that core nice and tight. Heck, if you ever need to take a break from this next workout, this is a good position to just activate your core, but take a little bit of active rest. 3, 2, 1. One leg at a time, or both. I know that Coach Lacey, taking both legs down, has to be very conscious that she's breathing and not holding her breath, because that's a very strenuous movement that she's got going on. She's one of the Pilates instructors here at PT Squared, so she knows all about that ab and breath work and how important it is. This is a very Pilates-ish movement we got going on right now. I probably learned it from you, to be honest. This is very possible. 9 seconds to go, you guys. Come on, you can do it. Just keep cranking them out. Keep that core engaged, belly pulled down. 3, 2, 1. All right. 30 seconds. This is where we get serious and maybe a little too high, but I'm okay with it. Woo! Let's get to the top. Let's get those fast feet. Let's get it done. End of the workout is the best. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. gonna be a little bit shorter, but of course, you know you. If you need water, get that water, and then get back to it when you're ready. 10 seconds, tight core, fast feet, just like the name implies. 7 seconds, here we go. Woo! 3, 2, 1, 10-second break. Squat reachers are next. Dig through those heels, start to wiggle your toes for me. Don't ever press into them. 3, 2, 1. Down and reach. Good. So maybe if you've been modifying, you've been learning these movements, you're ready to pick them up in speed a little bit. You feel like you've got that form down. If you got that energy for the next 4.5 minutes, let's give it. Always do what's best for you. 10 seconds. Woo, I love the 30-second round. Bring in a whole new energy. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds for the skaters. Whopping 10 seconds, you guys. Kind of great. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Jumping or not, you got a nice fast pace. You're light on the feet. Doing the best that you can. Pick those feet up. Don't let them drag. You know, if they're tired, maybe feeling a little bit like Jello in the legs or arms. Who knows? Where are you feeling it the most? Legs. Yep, I can see that. Arms as well. Those push-ups. Man. Guys, 7 seconds. Come on. 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Speak of the devil. We got that push-ups. Next, remember, use that countertop or wall if you need it. Drop those knees as an alternative. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. I'm going to talk less and crank out more. I'm going to feel your guys' pain on this one. But again, you know yourself. Hold that plank. Take it down dog. Do as much as you can. Shaking is good. Burning is good. It might not feel good necessarily, but that's what we want. That's how our body's going to see some change. Keep on going. 5 seconds. Don't stop until we're done. And break. Woo. I'm glad it's done. I'm going to say that one's over. Exercise is our job, so we can be honest. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Sumo. Pulse. 2, 3, and lift. Good. Take a second to thank yourself for being here right now and doing this workout. Especially cranking out these 30-second intervals. You should start to feel obviously tired, but a little strong. Like, look at me, I'm doing this. And if you don't feel that way, talk to yourself that way. Self-talk has a huge part, plays a huge part in how you feel. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Plank jack, jump jack, modified jack. Whatever's going to work for you today. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Tight core, flat back. Again, watch out for that down dog position that your body's going to try to sneak you into because it's nice and it wants to help your shoulders out. Don't let it. We're trying to work those shoulders. Good. Even modifying, you can go quite fast with this one. I'm telling you, I got a little sweat going on. You can do it too. 9 seconds. Breathe, 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 my friends. Almost up at 3. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, come on up. This is accurate to how I feel. What are we on? High knees. I bet Lacey's excited. 3, I'm excited. 2, 1. Get it done. 30-second round. Let's go. Last cardio. Yeah. I bet you can get 60 high knees in 30 seconds. Easy. Sometimes it helps just to count. Set a goal number. And then if you get there, great. If you pass it, better. Halfway. Keep getting those knees up. I know those legs are tired, just like Lacey was saying. Still get them up. 8 seconds. Tight in the core. Woo. 3, 2. Keep going. 1. 3 more, you guys. And they're all on our back. Woo! Here we go. Crunch in 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Protect that neck at all costs. I talk about the neck like it's a crown jewel because it is. You gotta take care of it. Great. Get those short legs as high as you can. Make sure you're not throwing yourself up with the arms. That's gonna be a way to get parts of your body involved, but we're not exactly targeting. Woo, halfway, come on. Get those sort of legs up. 10 seconds. Gotta glare on the timer. 3, 2, 1. And I did it again. Why did I roll to the top? I'm making this runner out of me. You are. Bridges, guys. 1 minute left. Bridge, heel drops. Then done. 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Lift it up, squeeze the glutes. Lower down. Control that breath. Think. Exhale. Inhale. Get that breath under control. You're still working hard. Your heart rate's still high. It's not easy, but maybe your heart rate's taking it down a notch or 2. Good stuff, my friends. Let's go for 5 seconds. Couple more little booty squeezes. And then break right there. Last one. All right. Get those legs up. Heel drops in 3, 2, 1. Extend and tap that heel. Bring it in. Again, that low back never leaves the mat. If it does, modify with range of motion. 1 leg at a time. Any of those alternatives works fine. Even hold here and just pull that core in. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. Full deep breath. Come on, I think we got 2 or 3 more deep breaths in us, and then that time's going to be done. 3, 2, 1, and done. You guys made it. We're going to start our cool down with what I call the sprawl. Sprawl out all 4 corners of the room. You don't have to worry about keeping your back moving here. Just kind of whatever's comfortable. Just lay, relax. Maybe stay here for an hour. Inhale, reach. Ooh, sorry, that's not going to keep you up. Reach all 4 limbs as far as they'll go. Inhale. And then exhale. Go ahead. Hug your knees into your chest or just as far as they'll go. Let that back kind of round out on the mat. And maybe roll back and forth a little bit. Give that low back some love. Good stuff. Drop those legs right at that 90-degree angle. Kind of like we're getting ready to do bridge with dump. Arms out to a T, legs fall to one side, you go the other way for a good little back stretch. Doesn't matter how far your legs fall, just let them get there. Maybe your top leg comes up and over, a little bit more. 1 deep breath. Exhale and switch sides. Inhale here, exhale, fall. Shoulder blade glued. 1 more inhale. Exhale, bring it in and just roll to the top, whatever works for you. You might roll to the side first, you might just roll straight up. Face the front. Hey, this leg did a great job. Give it a hug. Bring it on in. Bring it on in. Stretch it out. You should feel this one right in the hip. If you don't, pull it in even closer, maybe even loop your arm around your foot and try to pull that area in a little bit closer. But again, you should be feeling it right on the outer hip. And glutes, those are our muscles from the bridge. Go ahead and switch. This leg did a good job too. Give it a hug. And now that we're cooling down, keep that breathing. Again, those full deep breaths. They're important from the beginning to the end. 1 more here. And then stand to the top. 2 more stretches on those 2 major muscles that play the key in the workout. Before I do those 2, surprise, we're going to stretch out the chest because odds are you need it from those push-ups. Interlock the fingers, pull back, or maybe you're just reaching back, opening up as much as you can, kind of like this. And then forward fold. Come just as far as you can. You might be more in a flat back position. You might even want to keep your head lifted if your heart rate is still really high, so you don't get lightheaded. But if you feel okay, you can round it out a little bit more. And then my favorite way to get to the top, bend the knees slightly and round, vertebrae, roll it up. And then last but not least, quad pull. I got your modification, she's got your full out. So if you can't quite reach your foot, you can take a wide lunge with the straight back leg. That's a good way to hit the hip flexor and kind of loosen up that area without having to balance on one leg or reach your foot. Good, and if you're doing this option, you probably kind of hate it because it makes your leg burn. So go ahead and switch, other side. Good, wide stance, leaning back, easing into it. A lot of people have tight hip flexors, so you definitely want to, with either of these, ease into it. You don't want to force any stretch, just make sure that it gives a nice little pull on the muscle without straining it. Good, step together, and then the last thing we'll do is our chant. That makes it sound weirder than it is. We're gonna say sweat, sore, smile on 3, because we sweat, we're gonna be a little sore, but hey, we have fun. So, hands in the middle, loud and proud, on 3. 1, 2, 3, sweat, soar, smile! Nice job, you guys. Thank you for joining us today, and great job.